Welcome to the Start Your Day Positive podcast. Happy Monday. I am Sarah.
Hey, I am Len, and we are glad that you are spending some time with us, and we have a really fun show today. Hey, coming up, I can't wait to share with you guys what happened over the weekend and how close we are to going back to the moon.
It's getting crazy, getting exciting, right? And we're also talking about a moment that made millions of people stop what they were doing.
Now, it's MLK Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I know there's a lot of things you know about Dr. Martin Luther King, but I ran across some stuff on him that it's fabulous. It's interesting, and I think you'll absolutely love it.
And wait till you hear something you probably didn't know about the I Have a Dream speech, one of the most probably iconic speeches that we know of today. Really cool. And a trend that's very cozy, very familiar, and I think your grandma would love it. All coming up.
A grandma trend. Okay.
A grandma trend, yes.
Well, what's on the menu and what are you doing tonight? Most of the country, a lot of the country at least, will be tuned in for the national championship football game. I wish as a Buckeye and a Buckeye fan we could say Ohio State's in or not, but there's still a lot of great stories. It's always a good time.
So I got to remember, it is number one Indiana against Miami Hurricanes, right?
Right. So the two teams that beat Ohio State are in the championship.
I know, it's so sad. It feels so weird because last year at this time, Ohio State was playing. And right?
Yeah, we were in the championship last year.
We were in the championship.
Yeah.
But I remember that. This is why we remember it. My husband and I were talking about this because of the game. And tomorrow, we're supposed to get another, here in Cleveland area, we're supposed to get another really, really cold day. And last year at this time, it being MLK Jr. Day, the game was on at night, and they already called school off all over Northeast Ohio for the next day. So it was that, I can just stay up and watch the game. And then we had a cold day. Well, tomorrow they're calling for another potential cold day, maybe. Yeah. So it could be a repeat of almost the same year, except we were missing our Buckeyes.
Man, I totally remember that. And as a kid, how amazing to have a holiday on Monday. And then if you get a snow day on Tuesday and you have a 3-day school week, there's nothing better as a kid than that.
Yeah. And I think my husband was remembering that Trump's inauguration was on that next day. So everyone a lot of people were home because of the cold. And it was just like, oh, wow, that was a year ago. Time flies. I don't know a lot about football unless my teams are in the game. So I don't know a lot about Indiana or Miami, but my husband seems to like the coach for Indiana. His name's Kurt Cignetti. And I saw this social media thing going around of how he's a man of consistency. And then I read a little bit more, and they're like, he's a man of consistency because he eats the same exact Chipotle burrito bowl every single day for lunch. And he's done it. He's ordered it the same lunch every single day over 500 times, and he's accumulated like 64,000 Chipotle points. And they were like calculating all of this out, like 500 times in a row. That's a lot. That's a long time.
It's almost 2 years of having the same lunch. Now, I don't know if it's because he's superstitious and he thinks that helps them be successful, or if he just really, really likes the same Chipotle lunch.
He probably just likes, I like Chipotle too, but I would get burned out.
Would you get burnt out? You think you would get burnt out?
At 500 times, he said he has a bowl with rice, beans, chicken, and a side of guac.
Yeah. You
got to pay extra. That guac's like, isn't it like $2.25 extra or something like that?
It is, but to put it on scale, I'm just guessing, not knowing the details, but I'm pretty confident that his annual salary is somewhere in $3 million a year. So he's...
Okay, so he can do the extra guac. It's funny because it's Dolly Parton's birthday today. And she had a thing, eats this every day. Did you see that?
No. No.
Dolly Parton says this one food that she has to have every day. And do you remember what it is?
What is it?
It's potatoes.
Oh, that's right.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Some type of potato.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? At least you can have that in a lot of different ways, right?
Yeah. Well, I love my Dolly, so that's good. I actually just watched, there was a documentary, might have been on Hulu, that I just watched on Dolly, and it was so good. I just love her so much. But she said, if you see someone without a smile, give them yours. And I thought, that's the perfect way to start off today, Dolly.
Boy, she's lived that for 80 years. Good one. Well, let's get going here on your Monday, start of a brand new week, with 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today.
NASA's giant new moon rocket rolled out to launch pad over the weekend, marking a major step. The first manned mission to fly around the moon in more than 50 years. The massive 322-foot rocket inched along at about 1 mile per hour, taking all day to travel 4 miles from the assembly building to the launch pad. Thousands of NASA workers and family members gathered before sunrise to cheer it on. The mission could lift off as early as February 5th, sending 4 astronauts around the moon for the first time since Apollo.
Yeah, this is a really big deal. I'm excited about it, and I'm a little nervous about it. I mean, I know they know what they're doing, but we haven't done anything close to this. Like, people have to understand, like the space shuttle or the space station where people stay now, it's barely up there. It's in what's called low orbit.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. I mean, they're not even technically hardly in outer space. Technically.
So when, Jeff Bezos and his crew go up to space, they're like just getting up there and coming back down.
Yeah, there's just really nothing. And even our regular astronauts who have been in the shuttle or the space station, like I say, they're just kind of barely up there. I mean, think about it. You can see the space shuttle with your pair of binoculars, or you could see the space station with the binoculars. It's not that high. So.
Wait. Right now, you could see the space station with binoculars?
Yeah, you could.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
How come
absolutely.
I've never known this.
I mean, it would just be a bright light. It's not like you could see the people waving out the window or anything. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, the point is you could see it with the naked eye.
It's not like driving down the street and looking in someone's window with the curtains open.
Exactly. They don't have to worry about that. But you can see it, though. And this is, I don't know how many times further, but it's not even close. So this is a big deal. We haven't done anything like this, anything close to this in over 50 years. And it's taking place in 2 or 3 weeks.
So one more question. Because you know all this stuff from the top of your head somehow. How long does it take to get to the moon?
Yeah, it's a 10-day trip. The whole trip is about 10 days. I think it takes like 3 or 4 days to get to the moon.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of like driving to California for us.
I wonder if they're going to have the whole thing live streamed.
I believe that they will. And this is going to be really, really exciting. The closer we get, I'm telling you, that's nerve-wracking. There have not been people that have done this in over 50 years. And nobody from Russia has done it. No one from any other country has done it.
So this
is a brand new rocket. A brand new rocket. They really haven't tested it that much. And this is a big deal.
Okay, well, we're going to keep our eyes on this big deal. Sounds cool.
Yeah. And the Olympics are starting the same day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a lot going on in February.
Yeah, there is. Okay, Massachusetts has been named the best state in the country to raise a family in 2026. This is according to an analysis comparing all 50 states. The study looked at factors like school quality, safety, housing costs, overall family well-being, with Minnesota and North Dakota finishing close behind Massachusetts, rounding out the top 10 best. Wisconsin, Nebraska, New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Illinois, and Maine. So a lot of states that are in the Northeast there. Now at the other end, New Mexico ranked last, West Virginia and Mississippi also near the bottom. Where's Ohio? We live in Ohio. Where's Ohio in best places to raise a family? Middle top. We're 21.
Question here. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. So I was on a hiking trip a couple years ago, and it was a group of all of us new hikers combining to do this hike together. We were all doing our intros. I'm Sarah from Ohio. I'm blank from Ohio. And this lady, I don't remember what her name was, but she said, I'm from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And I've never heard someone say that before. Do you know why people say that? The Commonwealth of Massachusetts?
You know, I don't. I don't know the difference between a Commonwealth. Obviously, it's a state, but...
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I don't know what the difference is.
Well, sometimes you're like the encyclopedia of endless knowledge.
I know.
So
I feel bad when you set it up like that. I don't know that, but I should know that. I will know that.
Sorry, that's one of the oddest questions I've ever asked. So next, apparently, grandma hobbies are having a moment, and not just because they're cozy. Millennials and Gen Z are embracing things like crocheting, knitting, cross-stitching, quilting, baking, bird watching, gardening, even crossword puzzles. What's driving it? Burnout, screen fatigue, a big desire to slow down a bit. These hobbies are affordable, creative, give people something tangible to show for their time. Plus, social media, of course, has made them cool again with cozy videos and soft life vibes everywhere. Turns out what Grandma was doing is something that everyone kind of loves, and it actually is a form of self-care. So grandma hobbies are trending.
Yeah, no, I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. Cross-stitching, who knows, maybe the scrapbooking will come back.
Mahjong.
Yeah. You think, though, boy, you say grandma, and you have this stereotype picture of a woman sitting in a rocker knitting. Grandmas are cool these days, right? Like my wife Judy's
See,
a grandma,
I didn't picture
right?
it like that. I pictured my grandma, and I always, she always did everything. She crocheted, she knit, she quilted, she baked, she gardened. She did all of those things, and I was always like, oh my goodness, she's like the woman who does it all. And I love that all this stuff's coming back, because you do learn so many helpful, useful hobbies. And all of those things are a form of self-care, right? Like baking is very therapeutic to a lot of people. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm not good at I've tried. Maybe I just need to try harder with the crocheting stuff. But if you get the hang of it, I can see how that would be.
I can too, but boy, you need to stick with your recipes. I mean, you're on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, I do like the baking. I'm telling you, I started watching baking shows.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get into cooking again, start watching some cooking shows.
Have you ever watched the Great British Bake Off? Or the Great
Yes, I've watched that one too.
That's a good one. That is
a good one.
I mean, they're so polite in Britain when they let people down and let them know that they're out.
They're so friendly about losing.
You know what? If you're thinking of doing anything with the kitchen, please listen, because we've got good advice for you. Northeast Factory Direct is one of our sponsors on the Start Your Day Positive podcast. They're a partner. And I will say, there's only one group of people that would not want to get their kitchen at Northeast Factory Direct. Everyone would, except for one group. You know who that is?
No.
It's people who have short little temper burst in their drawer slammers, because they have the soft close drawers. And so when you want to make a point and whoosh, they just still glide to a stop, unlike the drawers they have at those big box stores.
Oh, so Northeast Factory Direct not only has all your furniture needs, but they have your kitchen cabinets too. If you've been dreaming of that new kitchen, give them an hour and they can give you over $12,000 worth of cabinets for $3,800. It's incredible. You get up to 60% off big box store prices for kitchen cabinets, and I actually use these cabinets to redo a bathroom once. Len, you've been there multiple times, looked at these, and
they're better. I'm just telling
kitchens.
You, they're better. They're better.
They're so good. And one of my favorite things about Northeast Factory Direct is that they have a designer there, a kitchen designer. So you bring in the basic measurements of your kitchen, you give them to them. There's this big, huge interactive big screen behind you, and they'll, in that hour, build out your kitchen for you, show you what you can have, give you a price. You can even take the design with you. There's no obligation. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's a big thing, because you trying to design your space, you might pull it off, but believe me, with their expert designers and their technology, they'll show you how to use your space best. So again, this message isn't for everybody. If you are a drawer slammer, you'll be disappointed because of those soft closing drawers. Hey, there's locations through the area. You really have to stop in and compare the cabinets yourself. Make a personal visit. Find the location nearest you at northeastfactorydirect.com.
Keep it positive, positive, positive with Len and Sarah.
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Well, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it's a good day to slow down and really think about the impact that he had. And here's something that I didn't know for a very long time. Did you know that the most famous part of his I Have a Dream speech wasn't even planned? So Dr. King had written a speech that day. He was reading his notes, sticking to the plan, and then someone close to him, gospel singer Mahalia Jackson, called out, "Tell him about the dream, Martin." And so he did. He stopped reading after hearing that, put the notes aside, and just spoke from his heart. And those are the words that we still remember today. Isn't that so cool? I love that so much because it's such a reminder when I hear that story that whole part of that speech of I Have a Dream was improvised. It's a reminder sometimes the most beautiful moments don't always come from getting everything perfect and ahead and planned. Sometimes they come when, it's from the heart and it just feels right.
It's true. So I would go as far as to say some things are inspired and meant to be. That was like meant to be,
yes.
Obviously.
When I first heard that, I just could not believe it because, in our time, wouldn't you agree that's one of the most iconic, most memorable, most inspirational speeches that we've had? Yeah.
One of the greatest speeches and most meaningful speeches probably ever given in America. And it's so fun to think about the fact that it was, or at least a big part of it was extemporaneous, that he was just kind of being led to say what he said, which is super cool. He was an amazing guy. I actually have some stuff I wanted to share today. Everybody's heard part of the I Have a Dream speech, that's for sure. But what I wanted to do is give you a little more today on Dr. Martin Luther King. Couple of pieces of background, MLK, and then I want to wrap up with 3 of my favorite MLK quotes that you may have never heard, but I think you will love them. So first of all, preaching was in his blood. I don't know if you knew this or not, but his father and his grandfather were both pastors at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta. And Martin Jr., Martin Luther King, became co-pastor with his dad when he was only 19 years old. The church is a strong local church today. As a matter of fact, you can watch their services online. I actually just watched one because I wanted to know what it was like. It was really, really cool. You could go to EbenezerATL.org in the very church that he was the pastor at. You can watch a church service there. Yeah, it was great. It was great. MLK was a deep thinker and student of the Bible. He received his Doctor of Philosophy and Systematic Theology from Boston University. Did you know that? And he skipped 2 grades and entered college at the age of 15.
What?
Yes, I didn't know that. I started to dig. And his, the Doctor of Philosophy and Systematic Theology, I looked at his thesis and my head was spinning. It was really great. It was great. He loved the game of pool. And he was really good at it. He loved watching baseball, and he was really close friends with Jackie Robinson. As a matter of fact, he told Jackie Robinson, he said, "You're responsible for opening the door for me doing what I'm able to do in the civil rights movement."
Wow, that's interesting.
Right. So here we go. 3 quotes you may never have heard from Martin Luther King Jr. that I love. This is a good one. "Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness is determined by service.
Love that one, and I don't remember that one.
No, I hadn't heard any of these. I just started to dig. I wanted to know a little bit more. Here's one. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that mirrors one of my favorite quotes, which is, don't curse the darkness, light a candle. And so we need to keep that in mind today. And then this is good, and this is so true. And it ties into some of the discussions happening in culture today, too. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like he has so many good quotes, thoughts.
Oh, yeah. He's like a quote machine. Well, I just picked those three.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, those are so good.
And if you can, I just think you'll find it interesting. It was fun to go to the website of his church, Ebenezer, ATL.org, and just see what they're doing there. And there's some parts of it that talk about the historical nature of the church, but it's just a normal church.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's a good reminder as we reflect on all his quotes and different things he said. And because you're going to see a lot on social media, people posting the quotes.
Yeah.
And let's remember to not only just think of the quotes, but to live by them as well.
Yeah, the ones that I just shared, that's exactly what I thought. I thought, man, these are good. I'm glad I shared them. Now I have to do them.
Whoa, tick-tock, woo, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Well, today is January 19th, and we're taking you back in time.
Ricky, this is it.
This is it! Let's go!
Okay, let's go back to the 1950s. On this day in 1953, American actress Lucille Ball welcomed a baby boy, both on the screen and off the screen. She had planned a C-section delivery in real life, so that took place, but her character on the hit television sitcom I Love Lucy gave birth as well. And this is interesting. It was breaking some of the stigma surrounding pregnancy and childbirth on television. For whatever reason, it just wasn't something that they talked about a lot on television for some reason. So this was a really big deal. About 44 million people watched the episode that was entitled Lucy Goes to the Hospital.
So I don't think they were even allowed to say the word pregnant. I think they said the phrase expecting.
I don't understand that, but I guess you had to be alive in 1953, I guess.
Yeah, expecting was the phrase that you had to use.
Okay.
But I do believe, 40 million people, and it was the same day of President Eisenhower's inauguration.
Yeah.
And more people watched Lucy go to the hospital than his inauguration.
Man, I believe it. No, Lucy was
I think I even
popular.
read he joked about her stealing the spotlight or something, like as a joke, if I was reading it right.
Yes.
But I think that was a big moment in TV history where...
That's a long time ago, but a great show. Did you ever get a chance to watch any repeats of I Love Lucy growing up at all?
Yes, when I was growing up, because I stayed at my grandparents a lot.
Yeah.
I never had cable, but we had PBS or Channel 45 and 49.
The UHF channels that showed
the
repeats.
UHF channels, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I Love Lucy was on there, so I would watch I Love Lucy and Gomer Pyle. Those were what I had to watch.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's
so
funny.
I loved Lucy. And big birthday today, Dolly Parton turns 80. She's a country music icon, philanthropist, creator of Dollywood Amusement Park, founder of the Imagination Library, and is arguably the most beloved and generous public figures in America today. The governor of Tennessee has declared today Dolly Parton Day. To celebrate her 80th birthday, Dolly is giving back with a powerful new rendition of her classic song, Light of a Clear Blue Morning, featuring Lainey Wilson, Miley Cyrus, Queen Latifah, Reba McEntire, David Foster's on piano. It's so good. You got to hear it. It's pretty amazing. And the release benefits pediatric cancer research.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. And yeah, I listened to it. It really is great. Worth listening to for sure. Light of a Clear Blue Morning. And what I like is Dolly looks amazing. She's 80. A few months ago, they were saying maybe she was not feeling well. She's feeling great now, and she looked amazing in the video.
I just watched a documentary on her. I want to say it was on Hulu, and it was really good. I love learning about Dolly. There's so many fun facts about her. Like, of course, her song "I Will Always Love You" and Jolene, casually just writing those on the same day,
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everyone knows this. Elvis wanted to record "I Will Always Love You" back in the day, but his manager asked for half of the publishing rights, and Dolly said no. It was like, she said she was really torn about it.
Wow.
But felt like, this is my baby. I can't give away my song. And of course, that decision later paid off big time when Whitney Houston recorded it. But Dolly's she's so iconic. And she, like we said, she's one of those stars that I think she's so lovable. But I think how she got to be that person was very thoughtful. At an early age, she talked about in the documentary, she decided that she wasn't going to be a star who shared a lot of her private life. She very much wanted to keep her family private. Her husband, very rarely seen. He was a very private person. And she said she was too, honestly, except, when it came on stage, you didn't always seem that. But she said when her and her husband were home, they were homebodies. Being at home was like their favorite thing to do. And not very many people, I'm sure, have seen Dolly without being all dolled up. They interviewed one of the co-stars of Steel Magnolias. I forget who the lady was. And she had said, I had been her house. I've, been there, spent the night, wake up, had coffee the next morning. I've met her husband, but Dolly always came out that next morning, dolled up, had her wig on, her makeup on. No one's ever seen her, without all of that. And I don't know. There's so many cool. It was such a good documentary if you like Dolly.
I think that is wonderful. I think that's amazing. You and I were talking about famous people that are stars, that are well known. I cannot think of a person, a man or a woman, that would even come close to having most people say, you know what, I just really like her. I really like Dolly Parton.
You know who the only other person I can think of that had that same feeling?
Who's that?
Mr. Rogers.
He had that. Yeah, I would agree with that. People felt that way about him, but I can't think of many people like that. And
it's very rare.
What I love about Dolly Parton, it's a good lesson for everybody. She takes criticism really, really well. Mm-hmm. She jokes it off. She laughs it off. And I think that shows that, she believes in herself and she has confidence because she doesn't get rattled. People joke about her all the time and she just laughs through it,
Mm-hmm. They talk about that in the documentary as well. If you watch some of the old interviews from the 80s, where people like Barbara Walters and so forth were interviewing her, they were rough. They were tough on her. Like interviews that would never fly with, someone interviewing and asking people or saying these types of questions. It was just like, my jaw was like, people used to ask her that. I mean, it's just, and she would handle it with such grace and humor. Mm-hmm. And it would just roll right along.
Boy.
And I mean, it takes a tough cookie to be able to do that with a smile, humor, and grace.
Well, happy birthday, Dolly. And you just keep going because we need more of you.
Well, friends, we're so excited to welcome a brand new partner and sponsor of the podcast, Liberty HealthShare. So when it comes to health insurance, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and many people find themselves paying too much or feeling just completely left out. Well, Liberty HealthShare offers a proven alternative to traditional health insurance through Christian healthcare sharing.
Yeah, pay attention if you're in the market for healthcare. Liberty HealthShare is a healthcare sharing ministry where people of faith come together to share medical expenses, all for an affordable monthly contribution. It's designed to care for both your physical health and your spiritual well-being, too. Here's how it works. When you have a medical need, you present your Liberty HealthShare card. Your provider either bills Liberty directly, or if payments required up front, you're reimbursed. So it's simple, it's transparent, and it's centered on community.
And when you call Liberty, they'll address any question you have, and they'll be glad to pray with you too. There's a plan for everyone, singles, couples, families. If you're looking for an affordable healthcare option or know someone who's paying a crazy amount right now, Liberty HealthShare might be the answer that you've been praying for. You can learn more at libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org. Well, thank you so much for listening today. A reminder, we have 2 trips on the books this year for 2026. The Len and Sarah Travel Club, one coming up in April that we just launched, Chicago. We're spending so much beautiful time in Chicago, seeing all the sights and sounds. Then going on to Mall of America, visiting there. There's so many great things in this trip. You'll want to come and see all the sights and sounds with us. Plus, we're going to London and Paris this summer. It is almost sold out. There are 3 spots left. If you've been thinking about it, there's still time, but only 3 spots left. So come to our website, startyourdaypositive.com, click on travel with us, and you can see all the details of our trips.
Yeah, over the weekend, I got to spend a little bit of time with some people that went on a previous Len and Sarah trip. It was just a reminder that our trips are all of the things that might be on your bucket list, but it's a lot more than that. It's the people you're traveling with. You'll make some great friends. And one of the things that a number of people pointed out to me, because we were hanging out, we had dinner together, is they said, what I loved about your trips is you did so many things and I didn't have to arrange anything. You guys arranged everything. All I had to do was get off the bus and follow you guys, and that's a big part of it. So if you've ever wanted to travel and you don't want to make all the arrangements, we'll do all that. So get all the information on our website, startyourdaypositive.com, and we wrap up this very special podcast on Monday, MLK Day, with the prayer. Heavenly Father, I want to say thank you so much for the legacy and life, the perfectly timed life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the meaning that has meant to our country and all of us in our homes. I want to say thank you for that. Just ask that you will bless this day. Get us off to a great start this week. We need your help. We need your guidance, and we'll look for you to open up opportunities for us to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen.